Hey, this is Kid Gravity. I'm just going to warn y'all now, this subject matter, I know there's going to be a lot of opinions on it. All I'm going to say is, out of respect for the platform, just keep it respectful. Now on to the commentary. So much to unpack. Hey, y'all, Gravity, any day above ground, live it. So you already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right, share, like, and subscribe, because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Angela Rye. Now, for those who frequent the channel, y'all know I don't like this woman. I don't like this woman because I feel as though her political takes, they seem right at the beginning, but once you go down the line and go down those rabbit holes, you find out that they're very flawed. And I don't know if she's just saying it because, you know, she's a Democrat shill or she really believes this, but more often than not, she's been wrong. Having said all that, what happened to her, as you can see by the title of this Page 6 article, should never happen to any black woman. I don't care if you are in the industry, you are high profile, or you're just a regular black woman. What happened to her should not have happened. But the fact that she's going to give a reason why she didn't push back is where I'm going to have a problem with it. And again, like I said in the disclaimer, a lot of y'all might not like where I'm going to go with it. But I'm not going to close the comment section. I'm not going to close the live chat. I want everybody to weigh in on this. But let's read. So it says, Chris Cuomo called humiliated CNN staffer tinsel crotch, and she claims network axed her after confronting him. Nasty work already. They didn't even put her name in the headline. That's nasty work already. All right. A former CNN contributor says Chris Cuomo put her through an embarrassing and humiliating experience and may have cost her a job at the network. Angela Rye, who appeared regularly as a guest on the former CNN anchor's Cuomo Primetime, claimed she was stunned when Cuomo responded to a bikini-clad photo she posted on New Year's Day 2021 by saying, "Happy New Year, tinsel crotch." Rye said that when she didn't reply to him, Cuomo offered her exciting new career opportunities, seemingly to smooth things over after the New Year's message. No, when you didn't respond to him, well, you should have cussed him. He thought you were cool with it. But as we'll find out later, she wasn't. But when she confronted Cuomo about his bikini comments, CNN ended her contract. Now she says she believes Cuomo may have had her fired over the debacle. The attorney and commentator made the claims in the premiere episode of her iHeart podcast, Native Land, which he co-hosts with Tiffany Cross and Andrew Gillum. Holding back tears, Rye read what appeared to be an open letter to Cuomo. And that's the photo in question. I get she put this on Instagram, so everybody saw it. Mostly who follow her saw it. But all right. It all began on New Year's Day 2021 when I posted a picture of myself looking forward to the new year in a gold sequin bikini on Instagram, she read. Cuomo screenshot the image and said, "Happy New Year, tinsel crotch." Stunned, I read and reread the message a dozen times, trying to understand if I somehow brought this on myself. I teared up like now, and then the tears flowed. I felt like the safest place I had on a show on CNN had been compromised, a sobbing Rye told her co-host. Rye, who has also appeared on MSNBC, 105.1's The Breakfast Club, and ESPN, said that a week or so later, Cuomo, whom she described as the darling of the network, was texting me about a segment idea he had for his primetime show. Damn, they got her smiling with this man. That's nasty work right there. Nasty work. She said that following his New Year's text, Chris Cuomo was suddenly excited about a prominent role for me where I would, quote, check the left. Rye said she had her doubts about the genuine nature of this idea because Cuomo came up with this particular segment idea after the text exchange that went woefully wrong. And again, she didn't check him when he said it. She said she didn't respond to his offer about the segment right away, but got back to him about a week later asking if he still wanted to discuss his work idea, despite him mentioning tinsel bikini and tinsel bottom along the way. Then she said on January 21st, 2021, the day after the inauguration, the network called to tell her it wasn't renewing her contract. Rye claimed CNN told her, quote, they would be focusing more on coffee venereal disease coverage and less on politics. We'll let y'all debate that in the appropriate sections. I knew it was a lie, and it was confirmed when 2 black women were hired for half my contributor rate right after, she claims. The network fired Cuomo in December 2021 for advising his brother, then New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, on his sexual misconduct scandal. Andrew Cuomo has consistently denied wrongdoing, and Chris is suing the network. Rye claimed that Chris, now an anchor at News Nation, texted her from a new number last year and asked if she was mad at him. Holding back tears, Rye responded on her podcast Friday saying, quote, I was really mad at myself. I was mad at myself for not saying anything sooner because I was lacking courage and preferring my financial well-being over my mental health, not standing up for women who are often left powerless. I was mad at myself for protecting your image with the black women I know who loved you and looked forward to hearing your voice, she said on the podcast. I was mad at myself for shrinking in the face of power when people depend on me to stand up, to speak up, she said. Rye said the situation was harder for me because we were legitimately cool. She added, we had a great rapport and I was worried about damaging a friendship and a working relationship that you actually damaged. Cross, Rye's co-host and friend, asked her if she believes the incident cost her job at CNN. Rye described Cuomo as brutally cold to her when the network didn't renew her contract. I don't know if he had me fired or not, but that is certainly what I believe now, she said. I'm not even going to read the stuff about Shelley Ross. That's something else. Okay. Again, what happened to Angela Rye here should not have happened. No woman should be objectified like that. That being said, it's amazing to me that every time something like this happens, for some reason, the woman just doesn't check the man straight there. But the reasoning as well, you didn't want to mess up your bag. This is where I can't rock with it, Miss Rye. Great, you were a personality on CNN. I thought your bosses were very accommodating. Why didn't you just go to them with this and say, this is, he texts me something inappropriate. Can y'all talk to him? Fine, you didn't want to go to your bosses. You didn't want this in the news cycle. Okay, fine. Again, when he wrote this, why didn't you check him? Your first thought was your paycheck. Then you're saying, oh, I'm sorry for not fighting for women. These are the kind of situations that women need put in front of them, and watch how y'all deal with it correctly so they'll have the courage to stand up and say something. And yes, I'm about to go there. If Chris Cuomo was one of us, you wouldn't have had a problem checking this man. You would have checked this man. And you would have put it up on your IG just to show you that you checked this man. Why didn't you put up the screenshot of, because it sounds like he texted you this. Why didn't you put up the screenshot of him texting you this? And you were still about to work with him? Again, what happened to her should not have happened. But I don't take y'all serious when y'all are now trying to play righteousness after the fact. When he got fired for misconduct and the other stuff started coming out with the other women, why didn't you say something then? That Shelley Ross stuff came out literally right after he got released. You could have said something then. You had proof. I can't stand the righteousness after the fact. I can't. Again, y'all, I'm knocking her because she sat there and let this man disrespect her, and she chose money over her self-respect and how she's going to be viewed. Angela, this has consequences. I don't know, man. I don't know. Here's my conclusion. With all the information that I have, again, should not have happened to her. But this should be a cautionary lesson for our people. Stop choosing dollars over your dignity. It's not worth it because the dollars can go away. You can get it back in some form or fashion. You cannot get your dignity back. You're going to get another form of it that's not yours. That's something precious to you. You cannot let people play with y'all like that. Y'all be the first ones outside saying, I ain't gonna let no man play with me like this. I ain't gonna let no man disrespect me like this. This man literally disrespected you. He literally sexualized you, and you said nothing. This was a watershed moment for you, and you didn't execute it correctly. That's all I'm gonna say. Chris Cuomo's a piece of shit. We already know this. Angela, again, should not have happened to you. Can't stress that enough. But choosing money and status was not the right move. It was not. But you know what? I'm glad she told her story. Hopefully gave her some closure to get it out there. She said it in front of loved ones. Okay, fine. That's it. That's all I got. I ain't got nothing else. So I'm going to get up out of here. You already know what to do. Share, like, and subscribe. That's right. Share, like, and subscribe because I'm not like other YouTubers. I'm different. Take care. Stay safe. I'm out.